Here today and to celebrate church service with everybody. Thank you everyone for participating in the service through Ustream. In terms of announcements, we just have a few. First, as we've been saying for the past several months, we have our retreat on the beautiful island of Kauai, and that's from October 31st through September 6th of this year. There are a few spaces remaining that people can fill up. So if you are interested in the retreat, please let us know. You can contact us for more information here at the Spirit of Lotus, and our email is easy to remember, spiritoflotus@gmail.com. Write us with any questions, or if you just have questions about something other than the retreat, please inform us and we'd be happy to respond to you. And if you're ever in the Santa Clara area here, it would be wonderful to see you at church service. Also, we are slowly working on opening up a center in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that will be officiated by Reverend Lotus Smith, and we'll give you more details about that as we get closer to opening it up. And the center in Albuquerque will be very close to our retreat land in Belen, New Mexico, which is approximately a half hour to 40 minutes south of Albuquerque. And we have now hired an architectural firm. This is very exciting, to help draw up the renderings and plans for the retreat center in Belen. And we're going to be starting a fundraiser for paying the architect. We're going to be sending him an initial deposit, which we'll be doing shortly. He's actually sent us an agreement, which I have to go through. I think it'll be okay, but I'll go through the agreement, send him the deposit. And in total, for this phase of the retreat center, we're going to need about $30,000 in terms of the renderings, architectural plans, geophysical engineering, landscape architecture, things like that. Soil analysis, getting clearance from the community to build a road and to actually build the center. So all of these things take time and money. And so anybody who would like to contribute, please let us know. We'll be sending out a more formal letter with additional details regarding this in the near future. And today is the Mini Reading Sunday. This happens on the first Sunday of every month, and the mini readings are presided over by our head pastor and teacher, Reverend Tara. So hopefully everybody's filled out the mini reading forms. Oh, it looks like Ayana needs to fill one out. So Tara, you're going to have to talk for a little bit before you start.
Blessings and welcome. Okay. Just to add to the announcement, I will be traveling to Albuquerque this Thursday to meet with the architect, as well as to give a class and do a few readings at the new center. Actually, it's the new center. The grand opening hasn't happened yet. It will be probably sometime in May when things start getting organized there. But we are renting a space from, what is it, Center?
Gosh, I can't remember the official name.
Oh, the Center for Wellness, right?
The Center
Awaken to Wellness.
Awaken to Wellness Center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you, Brother Daniel. So this is very exciting. We're all so excited. And before we start these mini readings, some of you may be experiencing great shifts within yourselves. And of course, there are no accidents in the universe. In fact, all of humanity, we're all experiencing these shifts. That is why the earth is going through several shifts. In the beginning of this, the lowest point of our physical form, we were very animal-like, but very gregarious. We needed each other. We needed to form little groups, little families, and it wasn't just for protection. It was to learn to unite, was learning to spread our wings into not only the seen world, but the unseen world. We've been making quantum leaps in this physical form with the great industrial revolution, with electronics. So what is happening, and what was happening, is that we started, the world, as we said, started getting smaller. This mass communication, instant communication, broke down barriers of not only borders, but it also broke down barriers of race and sex and religion, and all these shoulda, woulda, couldas started tumbling down to help unite humanity. And in the great scheme of this, humanity is making a quantum leap in consciousness to unite, to realize we are all part of a greater body. There are pluses and minuses, of course, to this. What happens is there's souls that are ready, and there's souls that aren't ready to make this leap. So things are getting more polarized, and that's why we call it there's a polar shift going on, and soon there will be a polar shift on a physical level, but it's already happening. You will see those who are struggling with this shift within themselves, struggling to unite. We were just looking at an old article regarding a judge in Albuquerque saying that this teacher, this elementary school teacher, who was teaching, she didn't call it yoga, she just called it stretching exercises, and to her children, so to help them to relax, to help them to do better in school. It was part of the learning program. Anyway, the judge ruled that this was yoga. She could call it whatever she wanted, but it was yoga. And of course, separation of religion and state, the church and state, and that this was a foreign thing that was being introduced. And so he said this teacher could not teach this type of stretching because they would be on mats, and even if she didn't call it yoga. And the judge believed that yoga was a religion. So, and it was a small community in Albuquerque. And one parent agreed with the judge and said, we are mostly Catholic and and Christian, and we don't want any, foreign religion to infiltrate what we believe is true. So, and we think, wow, because here in this area, there are so many diverse religions, diverse people, and so many ways. There's Anat Benel, there's yoga. There's all different types of exercises that are not considered religious. So this is how things are getting polarized. Some are just taking a great stance. This is the way it should be, supposed to be. It always has been this way, so it always will be this way. And there are others who are saying, hey, let's learn from different cultures. Let's learn from different ethnicities. Let's learn. I mean, there's something that's so valuable in every religion, in every race, in every country, in every people. So things are heating up, as we say. But all in all, there's a plan. There's a greater plan. And this is all part of us, learning about one another, who we are, where we came from. And one day, because of this momentum that is kicking up even faster and faster, we will find we cannot run away from our brothers and sisters next door. We cannot run away from our own self and who we are. Because wherever we go, we know we take ourselves with us. And ourself, God knows, we may have been, a Persian in one life, to learn all about that in a male body, and in another life, an Asian, or it reminds me of that Steven Spielberg movie when Raiders of the Lost Ark or something, and she said, I'm an Occidental woman in an Oriental land of love, or something like that. But you will find yourself in a different land, and you will find yourself in, just like, I can touch with my senses, but who am I? Who is this person? More and more, because we are being faced with ourselves wherever we go. And when we're faced with ourselves, it's from not only from this planet, but from the stars, from this universe. So hang on tight. Don't try and fight the momentum. We have some jokers here.
Yeah, go from joker.
Let the flow take you. Gain understanding of what is happening around us, because it is happening within us too, and out in the universe too. Great changes are happening, taking us to home, taking us to where we come from. And it's a time of great opportunity to learn about who we are and what our true divine purpose is, and the beauty that surrounds us. Okay.
Thank you.
There's a sadness and a sweetness going on here in the emotional body. It's important to realize that you aren't alone. You're not the only one, going through all of this. And, you're not the only one experiencing this emotional, I don't want to call it roller coaster, but there's a lot of emotions going on here. And there's a tendency for this person to feel alone, even when people around them support them and say, I love you. I mean, there's this feeling of not being understood. Therefore, it's important that you understand that, the people around you, the situation, and to gain understanding is one of your lessons right now in life. And to gain understanding of others and situation, all of this around you, to understand what is happening within yourself. There's a lot for you to do. There's a lot of love around you. Lots of love, lots of support. And it's important you take right action. A star.
That's fine.
I hope you, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so lots of love, lots of support. And so understand, and it might have a lot to do with what you're doing now in this field of law, in gaining understanding. And then whatever you're doing, you'll gain understanding of yourself. So it has a purpose. God has you doing what you're doing for a purpose. It's like such a sense of humor, but at the same time, such a sadness within. I mean, it's like, pendulum going back and forth, and it's these emotions going from ha 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 to, and it's go out in nature, breathe the fresh air, hug a tree, stop. And as your guides are saying, stop and smell the roses. And wake up, thank God, be grateful. Sometimes you get too caught up in the everyday, whatever you're doing, you get so caught up in that. So do your practices, take time to really commune with God, really sit and, feel the love and feel the peace and the quiet. And to gain that balance, drink water, but of course not too much water, and eat balanced food. Now, there's a thing about food that you need to get right with. All the things that you think are good for you or you should be eating, get away from the should be, supposed to be. And, let the food speak to you. Am I with my twin flame? Here, oh. It's a really fast answer, no. Brother Daniel is crushed. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I am crushed. Don't laugh at me.
But, oh my goodness, patience. You're learning patience and to really love who you are. We attract who we are, who we believe we are. And we tell this to so many people. You need to be easier on yourself and, you know, really love who you are, not what you think you should be supposed to be, but love who you are. And that's why that is affecting your relationship with food, something with food that you think, oh, this is good for me, I can only eat it, or da 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 da. But let the food talk to you. Yeah. And of course the dancing is good for you. But rejoice, rejoice. Because you are a fun person. And people love being around you. Mm-hmm.
So you can't eat a hamburger now and then, okay?
I hope that means.
Is the cow crying because of what you said?
Okay. Before we continue, just keep in mind that all these readings, we're all connected, that it's for us, that it, you know, it has something for all of us. So, and to clarify, just because someone's not your twin flame or your soul, doesn't mean you can't be with them or not supposed to be with them. Your guidance has a purpose for you, always for you to be together. So, oh, okay. Love. That is what you are learning in this lifetime. And it's, I mean, we all are learning about love, but especially to really love yourself and learn that love is the key that opens doors for you and for all, you know, for everyone. This is a hard one to put into words, but whatever you're doing now is not what you're supposed to be doing. That is strange. By the time you are in your 70s or later in life, let's say, you'll have a new career. You'll have a new, which will truly surprise you. Okay. But in the meantime, it's important you understand this billet about love, because it will prepare you for this whole new career in your late life. And it will give you a whole, just like a shot in the arm. We are one. Oh my gosh. Yes, I hope that makes sense. So love, 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 love. Yes. And when we say career, and this is for everybody, it's a career. I mean, a job career. You can still do other things. If you're a teacher, you can still be teaching, ministering, but a career So very surprised, you'll be very surprised in your later years. Uh-huh. Peace. Your inner peace is disturbed. It looks like it's there's you may appear calm, but there's just like a whirlwind going on within you, and there's a positive and negative side to this, and we know the negative side of whirlwinds and, you know, not having inner control. But the positive side is use this whirlwind to purify. Let it sweep up all the negative things. Imagine it, visualize it, and then see it, you know, see it dissipating and being eliminated by your physical body. Learn to use whatever is going on, whatever is happening, if it seems really negative or even really positive, use it. Use it as a tool, and be master of it. Don't let anything, become a burden or a light. Let it be light. Let the Christ come in. Let it be light. That is a valuable lesson for all of us. Instead of feeling defeated, human beings sometimes feel defeated or too tired, or don't want to do it or continue, or because of this heaviness. Just use it, and it's a whirlwind to sweep. Instead of causing disruption, use it to sweep the negative, the heavy metals, the heavy thoughts, to clear. So go out in the breeze, in the sun, and let it clear your head. To use the heat, the sun, and the wind to clear your mind. Tarot reading. I hope that helps you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So, tarot reading, plus and minuses to it. It can be used for always, whatever you get, take it to another level. There's more being said. Just like the past services we've had. So, in the parables, in the mysteries, in the mythology, and all that, always has, 3 levels, at least 3 to 7 levels of meaning. So take it deeper. Just don't take whatever you get at its face value. Some people say, oh, I thought I was going to die. But the death may be not a physical death. We can die to the old, to the past, or can, transition. We can become a whole new person, even physically, ourselves and things. It depends on what level. Okay. The mind. There's some confusion in the mind. It looks like there's confusion here. And it's important that you don't get too stuck in mind. There's a tendency to get too stuck in mind. And it's just like when we're kids, to put it in words, kids were given a test, and we could get straight A's, A pluses, and all our homework, and have complete understanding of whatever the subject is. But the test is put in front of us. Then all of a sudden everything goes blank, or it doesn't, you know, we don't know. We get stumped over something so easy. And this is what the mind is doing. Something so simple, or something you've done before many times, you may find all of a sudden it's because you're thinking too hard, you're thinking too much, and lots of things to do with self-confidence and the word. I mean, we could go on and on, but there's a lot for you to do. But first you've got to clear the mind, bring peace to the mind in your practices. Peace, 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 peace. Say, just command your mind. For as we go deeper in, there'll be little, you know, little bats, little things fluttering around. Don't get involved with those things. Just let it clear. A big heart. So does that make sense?
I have to think about it.
Think about it. Yeah.
No jokes allowed.
So you've got so much to do. I mean, you know, your guides, there's so much you need to do. But it's just like, and you've done it before. It's so simple. But sometimes it's like you forget, or you go into forgetfulness. And it's because there's so much going on. Got to clear and calm. And that's part of the self-confidence too. Yeah. So keep, and the word and what you say to yourself, even in your mind. And this is for all of us. Yes, and you do have a big heart. Yeah. Oh. Wow, the sinuses or something in the head area this is strange. It may sound strange, but this is what we're getting. It's all related to your kidneys. And emotions, and so calming the emotions. So use the breath, the 5-5-5-10 breath, and just use the breath. Breathe. This is what, and something to do with your circulation. You need to do things, I know, it's not so much with the foods you eat, it just, or exercise or anything, but it may be not just a physical circulation, but an emotional and mental circulation. There are blockages that is keeping you from really breathing and smelling the roses. And so go out and smell the roses, you know, sing, dance, do what you need to do to bring the joy within. And so smell the roses, but breathe, something to do with really breathing. Audrey, yes, breathe. We knew this one was yours.
Oh, can smell a sweat horse right now, though.
Thank you. So your kidneys, it doesn't mean that you need to, I mean, water helps, but use the water when you shower. See the, negativity going down the drain as you cleanse, or when you eliminate water, see, just imagine the negativity being flushed out of your body, and drink purified water, and breathe. Are you having a hard time breathing?
No. I'm saying just everything is wet at home, so all I'm smelling is wet horses.
Smell the roses in life, and I believe it goes deeper than just the physical.
Mhm.
It's just stop and smell the roses. Okay. Wow. This one is joy. Bringing in the joy. It's not like the last one where you have to stop and smell the roses, but laugh. Really laugh. Not just laugh at a joke, but really laugh. Sing. Dance, do something to stimulate that joy within, and of course the thanksgiving, and really open up the heart to life. Life, there's so much in life that your guides want to give you and offer you, but it's in the joy of living. Something to do with the joy of living. And everyone here, can learn from this. And everyone here is spiritual and loving and have strong guidance. Even the ones who are, not even, but all those who are watching on Ustream, on such gifts we've all been given. And it's time to rejoice. Rejoice in the name of the Lord. And joy, joy, joy. Okay. Oh, a sun. Okay.